Our Bombshell Dynasty tracker and how to utilize it so that you can grow your business exponentially in July and forward. So what you're going to want to do first is the link that I gave you takes you to this basic template. What you'll want to do is go to the file section and click make a copy. This will allow you to personalize it to yourself, have it be editable, and be able to save it for future tracking. Next, you'll want to use this daily section every single day. I literally leave my tracker up in the window all day long so I can simply click over to it as I go through my workday. Now, this daily part might take you an hour, might take you 2 hours, depends on how focused you are. What I think you should do is figure out which things you tend to avoid the most and do those things first. That way, the rest comes easily. What I tend to see with myself is I have a few that I avoid and they get skipped over. And when they get skipped over, then I see a lull and delay in my business growth. So not a good thing. So what I would probably do is for this next week, track and notice which ones that seem to get left out. And then make an adjustment to eat that frog and get those things done with first. These activities that I have listed, in my opinion, are the most important in the entire business. They are what are going to make you successful or what are going to hold you back. So really, really key that beyond just the 4 vital behaviors, you add in these other ones to track as well, because it really will be give you the ability to get on the phone with your mentor, show them your tracker, and be able to probably even see yourself where you need to improve in order to see better results. And then we have the weekly section. This is stuff like your paid rank, your personal development minute totals, personal fitness workouts, your Beachbody customer number. If you are further along in the business, this might be something that's hard to pull together. But if you are new in the business, I think it's really, really important to track. Number of downline coaches, number of personally sponsored coaches, your own Success Club points week by week, your own personally sponsored coaches with Success Club points on the board. I want to focus on that one for a second because I think that that's one that easily gets skipped over. We focus on who gets it and who doesn't, but we don't focus on who has any on the board. I will tell you from mentoring many top coaches that I can tell a coach's success based on the number of coaches below them that are getting some, if any, points on the board. Every single coach that has points on the board means that that coach, number one, received a paycheck. And that's a great thing, right? We all want that. But it also means that there's a new auto ship order in your downline, which creates residual volume, which means residual income and growth for you in the future. The higher the number of coaches that are hitting Success Club points, the higher number of total Success Club points on your team, obviously the higher number and volume you're going to have, and residual volume at that, because of course a commission's awesome, but it's a one-time thing unless it's a Shakeology order, and it's going to be residual. So it's really important to build that team bonus cycle, and it's built by Success Club points. The next thing I want to focus on is left leg and right leg volume. You'll be able to see which is your strong leg, which is your weak. Some of you are going to be in different situations. Some of you are going to have even legs like I do and get to build both sides, which is A-okay. As long as you're tracking it and you can strategically push forward to make sure that you're adding coaches to your team and focusing on what you have control over, seeing that grow week by week is super motivating for me. Obviously, with this business, there's going to be different weeks that are stronger than others. I know for me personally, my last week of the month is always my best volume week, which is always my best paycheck week. So I can't say the next week that's not as good is just a sucky week. No, I'm just going to average out for the month what my income is, what my volume is, averaged out over the series of 4 weeks. And that's how I know whether the month was a success or not. So I don't judge things week by week or get myself down if my week, 1 week my rank drops. I just focus on the things that I can control and try to influence them as much as I possibly can with those daily activities and continuing to plug forward to make sure that my week by week is growing over time. The next section is social media, focusing on what you can control there, which is number of likes on your like page, number of people that you have on your regular Facebook, your Instagram following if you're on there, number of jabs that you're throwing, which is a jab is basically sharing a post that plants a seed. It could be sharing a vacation that you went on with your family that was made possible by Beachbody, or a date night that was made possible by Beachbody if you're sharing the coaching side of things. It could be celebrating a a teammate for an accomplishment publicly on your Facebook. It could be sharing a post-workout picture or a picture with you and your shake. A right hook is an actual invite. It's inviting to a challenge group. It's inviting to a clean eating group. It's inviting to coaching. Hello, door. And so basically what you're going to do is week over week be able to track those things and make sure they're increasing as well so that you can see growth happening or not, so that you can change your actions to be able to influence those as much as possible. What you'll want to do with this weekly section to be able to track week over week is just highlight it and then copy, move over here and paste. And again, and again, and all the way over, so that week by week you'll see it filled out, you'll see what increased, what decreased, and making sure that you're celebrating every small success. Ranks are going to fluctuate, volume's going to fluctuate, how many emeralds and diamonds and whatever you have is going to fluctuate. Trust me, it fluctuates for me too. But what you're going to want to pay attention to is what do you have influence over and how can you change the results that you're getting if you're not getting the results you want, and how can you increase the results that you are achieving to make them grow even faster. So that's what we want you guys to do over the next month, is to really focus on dialing in your activities to be able to track these things so that when you do get on the phone with your mentor, we're really able to take an aggressive and very strategic approach to business. I know every successful business out there tracks the levers in the business that help them to succeed. So you're going to want to focus on making sure to make this a habit, especially over these next 4 weeks. I know for some of you, it does not come as naturally as it does for others. I am one of those people, so I am with you. But if you have big goals, I want you to post, your vision board or a picture of your adorable kids right in front of you as a reminder of what you're looking for and why this is so important to stay on top of. So anyway, if you need any help or you have any questions, please feel free to ask, but please utilize this tracker and feel free to share yours below. Thanks, guys. Bye.